Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Well, since the Ukraine-Russia scuffle started, we saw an alarming increase of um, political decisions with authoritarian trends or nuances, uh, infringing free speech or uh, open debate, or even holding different sets of opinions or beliefs that are considered heresy. Not only heresy, but they are also fine, or I think you can also go to jail and do some community services in some instances. What am I concretely talking about? As you probably know, um, certain countries from the free world, the free world, free countries, and free people, uh, they start they started issuing laws and orders banning, making it illegal to display certain symbols belonging to Russia or Russian military, because that would imply support for Russia. And I guess you can support Russia because we all have to think the same, or you can even have a skeptical point of view, not even supporting it. So, in any ways, history shows, and psychology, human psychology and mass psychology also shows that every time an action, a symbol, a book, an individual was banned, was limited to like access to have, I mean, your access as a citizen was limited to see that person, to read that book, to display that belief or support for a certain cause. It created an underground um, community, and an underground community that is fueled by a sense of injustice, and the sense of injustice is a lingering feeling. Just look at what the African Americans are, for instance, or not only African Americans, but the slavery issue still lingers after so many years. So injustice is more, it is lasting. That's my point. So as we know, some Baltic states, Germany, and some other states made it illegal to display, for instance, the letter Z. I can do it here. Maybe they arrest me too. So letter Z, because that's written on the Russian tanks. Now Z obviously is an uh, neutral letter. If you attach a meaning towards a letter, then you create good connotations or bad connotation for that particular letter. Now the letter Z was used in many positive ways, like Zorro. Zorro. Z was used as the to put the name and the symbol of justice. Justice. Now Z, you can display that. So Zorro goes. This one comes in, pushes Zorro to the side. Um, I always think that limiting our ability to express ourselves is not good in any way. That's why free and open debate is the best way, because that way the bad ideas should be pushed aside, or and the good ideas should just win, because it wins by argument. And if you use logic and you know uh, fact-based argumentation, then yes, the right thing should win if we follow the values and so on. Anyway, the last country, as far as I know, to start limiting people's free speech and freedom of expression is this. artificial country, I will use it, called Moldavia. So I will explain why that's artificial. There's no such a Moldavian people. Could be, but if that's so, then half of them live in Romania. So what are we going to do about it? Because I can't believe all the Moldavian people, nationals, are in the artificially country created by Soviet Union within its uh, union. So it says here, an article coming from Reuters by Alexander Tanas, April 7, 2022, Moldavia parliament bans pro-Russian ribbon despite opposition walkout. Now, I don't think the opposition walked out and because they love freedom and democracy. Probably they're pro-Russia. I'm reading the article. It would be nice if we walk out based on values, and that would be great. And you can get fined in Moldova for displaying that, and you get community services. That means you're going to work and do some other for free, certain things. So this is one country that they infringe your speech because they think that you should think and you should say something like they want you to say. Now, let's get the importance of this ribbon, orange ribbon, letter Z. I know that Moldavia did not ban the communist insignia or signs. I don't know if they at least or even that. I don't know if they banned the German insignias and signs from the Second World War. You know what I mean? And because let's put it in a context. The communists, they didn't ban the cross. That's another one. Remember the cross. If it's about the crimes committed in the name, or those symbols represent criminal endeavor, criminal organization that committed crimes, then we start with the cross. Yeah, the Christian cross. It should be started with that, because in that name, more people were killed on this planet than anywhere else, and any other symbol. The first, I mean, in the name of the good, I guess, and love and acceptance and inclusion and all that. Then the second one will be the communist ideology. At least 120 million just in the past 100 and some years, 120 years, let's put it. If you just want to start with Soviet Union, then 100 and a few years, 3 years, whatever. So that's communism. Then you have the events from the Second World War again. But then what do you do with the atomic bomb, with the drop of an atomic bomb over civilians? What symbol should we ban? The bald eagle? That's a question. And there were other crimes committed on this planet in different, in the name of certain symbols and certain ideas. Now, if we start banning according to that, then we will not say anything. We will not, because you see this shirt, probably a shirt like this. I'm pretty sure. I was about to say names. Certain people, certain criminals in our histories wore it. So then, why don't we ban it? And besides, those people also used language. So should we ban language? Those people had watches. Should we ban watches? That's a symbol, could be interpreted if you really want to be that demented. I know certain things are specific, but put it in a context. Let's make the scenario. Let's put it here. Russian aggression. Okay, let's put it that way. Russian aggression, Russian war crimes. How many? What's the proportionality? What's the proportion? Compare that, put it to 1,000, put it to 10,000, put it to 50,000. That doesn't compare with atomic bombs. There were about 300,000, both of them, if you add them. And people that die after that, right, with all the, aftermath. Then you take the Second World War. Then you take Dresden by the British and Americans. Remember, that's at least 100 and some $1,000 of people. Those were even greater disasters, war crimes than this. So you see, it's political. It's a hysteria. We live in a demented hysterical time right now, where it's a virtue to be hysterical and point finger and call people names because you're incapable of using this thing here, and use logic and use your neurons to make connections, or you wasted. You use some of your lifetime to learn certain things, to read, to connect, to develop, to improve. It's hard. It's hard work. It's hard work. So therefore, you just call people names and you hope that those people will just shut up. And usually those people who do this are weak, because they can't withstand um, an argumentation, conflict. So they want to prevent you from having a conflict with you or you guys, and he wants you to shut the hell up and do what he or she says it should be done. No questions asked. Do what I say. Anyway, I don't know what's going to be next. Banning what? Bipads? Anyway, bipads meaning, us. That's what I mean by bipads. Do bipads. So stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See ya.